We have on the show today a very, very accomplished global citizen in Laxmi Easawaran. Laxmi believes in bridging cultures. She feels education is a key to transformation. For her, music is a universal language of communication. Songwriter, speaker, and coach. She uses her voice to unite people and cultures. She has performed over 2,000 shows featuring festivals, television, and corporate events. Graced the stage at the World Economic Forum and Grand Prix Eurovision, and for top-notch brands like Porsche, Mercedes, Ralph Lauren, Bosch, and FIFA. She has hobnobbed with international celebrities like Nigel Kennedy, Richard Branson, and Bill Clinton. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Laxmi Easawaran. Welcome to the show, Laxmi.
Thank you so much. I just forgot to unmute myself. Good morning, everybody. And thank you, Bloom. Thank you, Payal, Premraj, and Deepak for inviting me. I am so honored and delighted to be here.
You are an Ethiopian of Indian origin based out of Cologne, Germany. Can you trace the journey of your life from the heart of Africa to the center of Europe?
Wow, I love it. Just make sure that if I go over, that I make sure that I don't make this too long. That's all I want to say. First of all, I just want to start by saying namaste, everybody, because it is not very long time ago that I found out what it really means. And I think it is one of the most beautiful greetings. I found out that it means that the soul in me sees the soul in you. The divine in me sees the divine in you. I think that is so lovely. And being half Indian, my father is from India, from Kerala, and my mother is Ethiopian, and I was born and raised in Ethiopia. I never got to learn any Indian languages, or actually, as a matter of fact, no custom and culture of the Indian culture, because my father came to Ethiopia, sort of started a whole new life. My father is a Hindu Brahmin, and my mother is an Ethiopian Orthodox, which is almost like it's very related to the Jews, and it's very two different cultures that got together. And I mean, you know how strict those cultures are. A Hindu Brahmin never mixes some Christian Orthodox, and exactly the same with my mom. So it was two words clashing, and out of this clash came 6 kids, and I'm one of them.
Quite a journey and a fusion of cultures.
Yes.
You have become a singer. In how many languages do you sing? And how did you become a singer first?
Yeah, beautiful question. Again, another long story, which I'm going to try to make it really short. I actually sing only in English. I've tried singing in Amharic, which is my mother language. From Ethiopia, it's the official language. It never worked. I tried to sing in German. It didn't work either. So I'm sticking to English. The only one new thing that I'm trying to do is I'm learning Spanish now. I think I told you that, Premraj.
Yes, you did tell me that.
Yes, and because I wanted to start singing in Spanish, this is something that came from my heart. So I'm tackling it down. I'm just very, very at the very beginning. So the 3 languages I speak is German, English, and Amharic. And my boyfriend used to know all the musicians. So it was his birthday. His birthday was coming, and like I said, I started telling you, like, I didn't have enough money. I had to come up with something creative on what to give him, and I just thought, like, wow, why don't I just sing him a song, And I went around and asked all those musicians, and they're like high professional musicians, and they were so beautiful, and they all said, yeah, of course, we'll accompany you, just come on time. And they even said, like, they had gigs, and they said, like, they'll be at the club at the right time. and it was all very exciting. So they thought like I was going to do just happy birthday. And so that was the very, very first song I ever sang. And what happened is, to make this very long story short, that I ended up singing with this beautiful band. And of course, like when you get scared, that club was so full that night. And I remember like when the musicians introduced me to come up on stage, I remember my boyfriend holding me back saying, "They're making fun of you, don't get up there." But I was shivering and I was shaking, and I got myself up on that stage and I sang that song.
Quite a journey. And I can see you have got a lot of accomplished coaches who have coached you in the past. And the result is there for all to see. You are also one of the accomplished speakers that we have around. And I have been privy to see you speak. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Premraj.
Are vocal lessons essential to become a good speaker? And how is it that you use your voice on stage?
A very good question.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think anybody who's aspiring to become a speaker should study the tools that we naturally have been given to whether it's to speak or to sing. Getting to know the tools is only beneficial. I would definitely recommend anybody who's having any kind of vocal issues to take professional help. The reason for any kind of vocal exercise is to really strengthen the voice. So there are people who are naturally capable. What is the voice? Like, we always say that the eyes are the windows to the soul.
Yes.
And the voice is the mirror of the soul. That is where your passion is reflected. That is where your emotions are reflected.
Laxmi, you have performed on different platforms across countries and continents. What have you noticed? The one thing that is missing in 90% of the speakers on stage.
I'm happy I'm speaking with India this morning, because that is where the holistic approach comes from. And like with everything, there is this holistic approach we need to approach public speaking with. You do not speak just with the voice. You do not speak with only the body. Everything is intermingled and connected. It's all intertwined. So it's vital to understand the very important parts. The first one, which I just spoke about, the voice, and then there's the body, the mind, and what I call the poise.
Talk about voice and other things. Can you give us one exercise on how to warm the voice?
Absolutely. There are so many exercises. This is easy. Like, I think one of the most impactful for me, something that I can just pick up anywhere I go. And so the first thing that would help me to really warm up my voice is a lip drill or the tongue drill. And the tongue one goes like, you roll the tongue and you push the sound, and then the rip rolls go. Excellency comes when you're conscious about what you need, but you're unconscious when you're driving. That excellency comes when you're not thinking about riding that bike or being behind the wheels. Of course, it doesn't mean like you should not be concentrating on those streets, but it just comes out automatically. And to reach that stage, everybody needs different time, but the practice needs to be there. The commitment and the practice needs to be there. So the same thing goes here. The trust and the control. Trust yourself. You have enough right now, right this moment, the way you are, to speak. There are things that we want to learn. Of course, we want to always grow and expand. But you are enough to speak the way you are right now. So forget the control. And then there's this effortless instead of tension. So let it go. A healthy voice needs no tension.